All right. Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. So I'm getting used to doing the live videos as a way to, I don't know, just check how this thing works. So um in this video, I wanted to kind of fill you in on the last 24 hours. Yesterday I got my diagnosis, and essentially my diagnosis, it's not 100% confirmed, but it might as well be. And looking at like having my Hodgkins reoccur. I'm at approximately stage 2 right now, so that's kind of where everything is at the moment. The last 24 hours though have been a bit of a roller coaster, as you can imagine. A lot of different emotions, feelings, you name it. And anger, fear. I mean, it's literally been all of it. And I was able to take a little bit of time yesterday. I took the day off from work just so that I could kind of start to process what is going on and start figuring out exactly how I need to really approach this from the mindset side. And I feel pretty good about it. We ended up, just my family came with me, or most of my family came with me to my oncologist meeting so that they could hear it. And I want my wife to be at these also so that she can kind of interpret them for herself, also have a second set of ears essentially to hear what is being talked about. And we kind of just had my oncologist kind of cut through the chase and tell us what's happening. And that actually is a lot easier way. I'd rather just hear the information. Yeah, you got cancer. Let's kind of start this. So the ball is rolling and it's going pretty quick actually. So I haven't gotten any news or anything, any information about where all the phone calls and connections that are being made with my transplant doctor's team and everything else. So we're just kind of, I have a feeling I'm going to be waiting for the next week or so just to get some information about what it's going to look like to proceed with treatment for me. I don't it's going to be complicated for me because I've already gone through of such an extensive amount of treatment in order to get to this point, and because my Hodgkins is reoccurring, it's it becomes even more complicated. So that's kind of what my nerves are about, is what is going to be this next round of treatment and how are we going to approach it. It looks like I might be a candidate for another stem cell transplant, possibly one from a donor, which is called an allogenic stem cell transplant. So there's obviously a lot of stuff that goes on with that. Hopefully, we can find a match sooner than later. Hopefully, they might have a match for me. So hard to tell at this moment. I don't know. That's kind of what is going on between my oncologist and the team in Denver at the CBCI, Colorado Blood Cancer Institute in Denver. So there's a lot of discussions going on, and I'm trying to really just take a little step back and let them kind of start figuring a little bit of this out. So it feels kind of good in that regard. I spent a little bit of time afterward doing some application work for some assistance and a Medicaid buy-in, which will help cover the 20% of this whole entire thing that insurance isn't going to cover. So that I got in, and from what I understand from the financial navigator through Shaw, that it's going, I'm essentially automatically going to be accepted into that just because of how the system is set up and how the program is set up. So that's good news. Who and yeah, so you know, I think the biggest thing though that really helped kind of get my head a little bit back straight on was I got to go out on a bike ride with my friend Zeke yesterday evening, and just get outside and get kind of pedaling and get some exercise. And that, I can tell you how good that felt. I didn't ride at all since, for 4 days before, just dealing with, biopsies and PET scans and all this other shit that just you have to deal with as you go on. So That actually was like when I got home, I just felt a lot more like me. I felt a lot better about the situation and just kind of okay with kind of the scenario and the situation that's happening. So that was really nice. I actually rode my bike into work today, and which is going to make me ride home today. So I'm kind of getting a double whammy, and that's why it's feeling really good right now. Yeah, so I'm at a point right now. The first 24 hours are just kind of really key of starting to kind of let this all soak in and start kind of just kind of working through all the emotions and trying to just be okay with it, you know? For those of you that haven't been through cancer and you are diagnosed, you are going to go through so much fear and so much anxiety just because of what is unknown. This is an experience you don't know. And because of that, it's incredibly scary. I'm fortunate, if you can say fortunate, in this situation, that I do know what the experience is like. Sure, there are some unknowns and parts to this also, but at the end of the day, I kind of know the routine, and that's why I think it's feeling a little bit like a routine at this point. I've been through this once before. So for those of you that haven't gone through this, the biggest thing about this is to be patient. You're not going to get answers immediately after pieces and parts, and just, there's times and places. There's a time and place to be persistent with your oncologist and with the nurses that you're dealing with. But just remember that at the end of the day, you got to learn some patience because nothing happens super fast. Although in the macro of it all, it does go actually really fast. Just we inherently want to have answers like this moment. So keep that in mind. And if you're feeling really frustrated and anxious and anxiety ridden, get out and get some exercise. And I mean, get your heart rate up, get out there and just do it for a little bit. Look for trying to do 30 minutes, that's going to help start to relieve yourself of a lot of this anxiety that you're feeling. It's going to help make you feel good. It's not going to solve the problem by any means, but it's going to help with it's going to help temporarily with the anxiety and all the different other emotions that you're dealing with at the time. It'll help give you a little bit of peace. And that's why I was so just grateful that I was able to get out on a ride yesterday, because I just really needed it. I needed to get out. I needed to get that heart rate up going, and just make sure that I was feeling good, because I need to really make sure I get this mindset in the right spot in order to proceed with whatever direction I go with in treatment. So yeah, that was kind of my thing I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm doing okay. I still have moments of a dang near cry every moment, because it's just like really overwhelming, and really it's a lot to take in. So keep that good, and keep that awesome. So, oh look, I got Lisa on here with me. Awesome. I'll say yes, I am on. It's kind of cool doing this. I'm just kind of figuring this out. So yeah, Lisa. Well, sorry for the breakup there. Uh, yeah, great to see you also on here. And sorry I wasn't putting this out I was just trying to get a recording out there and just sending it out to the world. And I'm super glad that you made it on. So right on. Um, yeah, how are you? How are you doing? I don't know if you can hear me, Lisa, but um, yeah. Yeah, good to see you on here also. This is kind of a fun thing. I plan on getting doing a little bit more of an update to let you all know that I'm going to go live. Like I said, this is just kind of a new way for me to learn. I'm just figuring this out right now. So bear with me. I appreciate it. This is kind of a cool new platform for me to do this. Otherwise, I was kind of recording it and doing a little bit of editing the hard way, but this is kind of a fun way for me to do this. So, awesome, Lisa. Thanks for clocking in with me. Yeah, and so just wanted to say thank you very much, and I'll just respond to Lisa real quick, but I really appreciate you guys' time and your energy into everything and watching the videos and stuff. So awesome. Um, all right. I will catch you guys a little later.